Today we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 1 2 months later, what I think about the game's direction as of right now, where I think the game should be headed, and my overall thoughts on where I stand with the game. Now, technically, it isn't really 2 months since the game came out, but the game came out in September, and we're in November now, and technically 2 months would be November 19th or 16th, I forgot when, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. You guys know what I mean, so give me a break. It's been 2 months. Remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Your support very much does go a long way. And also join my Discord if you want to be a part of a Mortal Kombat community, you want to talk all things Mortal Kombat, or if you want to talk about other things that are going on, like other games like Spider-Man 2, or if you guys want to match up with people in Mortal Kombat 1, you guys are having a hard time finding people to play with, we have a Discord channel for that. So once again, make sure you join the Discord community. The link is in the description below. So as of right now, the characters that are going to be coming out this month are Omni-Man and Tremor. We recently got a trailer for them, and Omni-Man looks fantastic. He looks like he has some interesting gameplay that a lot of people are going to be getting their hands on pretty soon, and I can't wait to see what people are going to come up with. Now, the character that I'm actually more interested in is Cameo Tremor. It's not Omni-Man. Nothing against Omni-Man, but Cameo Tremor has a lot going for him because he's going to have all three of his Mortal Kombat X variations all within his cameo slot. Now, we have no idea if he's going to be able to switch these variations in game or if you select your variation at the select screen. I think it's probably going to be at the select screen, although that is not 100% confirmed. But yes, all of his three variations for Mortal Kombat X are going to be there: Aftershock, Metallic, and Crystalline. And the reason why I am more excited for Tremor is because these cameo characters actually shape the meta. These cameo characters are the heart of the game. They shape the game. The reason why the game is the way it is because of cameos. Tremor has the potential to change the way the game is played entirely based on the fact that he has three different versions of himself within his cameo slot with the variations. Remember that crystal armor that Tremor had in Mortal Kombat X? Yeah, that's probably going to be in Mortal Kombat 1, except that Tremor is going to give you that armor, and that is a huge gameplay difference that we're going to be potentially seeing in the next few weeks. Just as a reminder that Omni-Man does come out on November 9th for Combat Pack owners, and if you don't have the Combat Pack and you want to purchase Omni-Man separately, he is going to be available for you on November 16th. I made a correction here on Tremor. Tremor is going to be available for both Combat Pack owners and people who don't have the Combat Pack on November 20th. Now, I'm actually kind of glad I made this video now because Ed Boon put out a pretty big tweet hinting at things that we could possibly see in the future, and they're all great things for Mortal Kombat 1. They're all things that Mortal Kombat 1 desperately needs. So, Ed Boon went out on Twitter and said, "We are working on additional online features for Mortal Kombat 1. That's good. Can't announce any dates or specific times at the moment. Which feature would you like to see in the game first or most?" And the overwhelming majority of people said crossplay. I put Wi-Fi filter because I've been asking for that, and a lot of people have been asking for that since Mortal Kombat 11, but we'll get to that. But yeah, the overwhelming majority of people voted for crossplay, and honestly, that's understandable. That is the number one thing that NetherRealm needs to update Mortal Kombat 1 for, is crossplay. This should be in the game because that is just the standard now in gaming. That's the standard in fighting games. Tekken 8 is probably going to have it. Street Fighter 6 already has it, and I believe Street Fighter 5 had it like a long time ago. So Mortal Kombat 1, potentially, it's not going to happen. Like, obviously, crossplay is going to be added into the game, but if it doesn't, or if it's like this for a long time, Mortal Kombat 1 being the only fighting game in the market that doesn't have crossplay is very much going to hurt the reputation of this game. This is a feature that really needs to be at their number one priority, and it looks like it is the number one priority in the community with how much it's being voted for. But the other options on this poll are things that I believe NetherRealm could be working on, or at the very least thinking about. Now, it looks like they might be thinking about switching ranked or combat league to best of 2 or 2 out of 3, best 2 out of 3. And I don't agree with that at all. I don't like the idea of like going on Kombat League and the opponent just picking like a gimmick team and completely just dominating you for like YOLO first to two, like YOLO 2 games, and then that's it, boom. Like a first to 3, which is how Mortal Kombat 1 is right now, like at least Kombat League is ranked is that it's a first to 3, and first to 3 definitely gives you the ability to adapt to your opponent's play style, and you can have that very hype, very exciting reverse 3-0 comeback. I've had that happen to me plenty of times. I've done that to other people plenty of times, and it feels very, very good. I don't like the idea of just like boom, 2 and you're done, because the game already goes by fast. The game is already a very fast-paced game, and there's a lot of damage going on with how crazy the game is with the assist-based game and the cameos and stuff. You do a lot of damage, and the games end very, very quick. It would just feel kind of cheap if, like, you know, you get beat or you get touched basically twice in 2 games and you're already done. Like, the match is over. Like, no, like, give me some time to adapt. Let me, like, try to actually work with playing against this kind of cameo team or this kind of, you know, like the way the person plays. Let me adapt. And so, like, yeah, I don't believe that best 2 out of 3 is something that Mortal Kombat 1 should have. I mean, tournament wise, it is best to 3. It's not best 2 out of 3. It's best 3 out of 5. So yeah, I think we should probably follow the tournament standards for Kombat League. Now, these next 2 things here are very interesting: a ping filter and a Wi-Fi filter. I don't believe an actual Wi-Fi filter exists in any single game right now. I know ping filters exist, but Wi-Fi filters, I don't know if they do, because I did hear somewhere that it actually is illegal to do, like on PlayStation's server standards or something. I don't know if that's actually true, so don't quote me on that, but I did hear that it's quote unquote illegal or something like that, where you cannot actually filter out people with Wi-Fi and people with wire connections. But ping filters do exist, but not Wi-Fi filters. But again, like, don't quote me on that. That might not be true. So that's probably why we don't actually have a straight up Wi-Fi filter. I mean, Street Fighter 6 doesn't even have that as well. Street Fighter 6 basically has a ping filter, which is something that I think we're probably going to be getting, or at least it looks like NetherRealm is looking into it, which is very, very good, because a ping filter is very needed for this game. The online features or the online experience is where Mortal Kombat 1 really struggles, because way too many times have I played with people who just have terrible connection, who have terrible Wi-Fi, and I'm stuck with them, because usually I play Kombat League, I'm stuck with them for a best 3 out of 5, and it's just such a bad experience. And also, like, the matchmaking, like how long it takes for me to find a match. Sometimes it'll take more than 30 seconds. Sometimes it'll take a minute for me to find a game, and it's so annoying, and it's so not fun to play. Like, the game itself, the gameplay itself actually is fun, but like the online experience definitely is not. So a ping filter would definitely help. If I'm able to filter out, okay, I only want to play with low ping players, with people who have very, very good connections, basically wired, then that means from there on out, that is the experience that I'm going to play Mortal Kombat 1 with. I'm always going to play with very good connection players. And when I'm doing that, it's going to make the experience so much more fun. So if this is what we're going to be getting, if we're going to get either a ping filter or a Wi-Fi filter, whatever one it is, it doesn't matter. Whichever one that we get is going to improve the game significantly, because again, Mortal Kombat 1 online is where the game really struggles. Another thing that Mortal Kombat 1 desperately needs is online rooms. In every single NetherRealm game since Mortal Kombat 9, we have online rooms, so you can make your custom lobby, you invite your friends to join that lobby, and then boom, it's a good social way to get people to matchmake with you or to find people to play with. And it's good for tournaments as well. It's good for streamers who want to play with their viewers. We're like, hey, join this room, and then whoever, you know, first come first serve, come and play me and things like that. You can't do that. You have to set up like a King of the Hill or a Forever King, where, you know, you have to go and like type people's names and add them as friends and then invite them and wait for them to join. It's such a terrible experience trying to play the game in a social way with friends and things like that. So an online room definitely, or online rooms definitely need to be added. Apparently, according to data miners, with the recent update, online rooms have been updated even more. Like there's even more to the online rooms like files. So it does look like that's going to be something that we're going to be getting next in the next big Mortal Kombat 1 update. Now I want to talk about the recent update that we got. So the recent update actually gave a lot of nerfs to a lot of characters and no real buffs. And this is what I said over on Twitter. Remember, follow me on Twitter at BrusquePoet. I said double cameo use in the same combo has their meter recharge slower across the board. It's reducing the amount of freedom that you have, which is one of the main appeals to Mortal Kombat 1 to me. Cyrax was really the only issue. Everyone else was fine. I don't like these changes too much. Now, I was a little bit wrong right there because I do think that the freedom and the character expression or player expression in Mortal Kombat 1 definitely still is there. But if Mortal Kombat 1's philosophy when it comes to balance changes or, you know, big updates and big patches and things like that is to nerf these characters and nerf the amount of crazy things that you can do, nerf the amount of just fluidity and player expression that you're going to have, then I don't believe that Mortal Kombat 1 is going to be a fun game in the future, because if we're going to be relying on nerfs and nerfs and nerfs and not buffing and buffing and buffing, you know, what's the point in actually playing a game that is supposedly player friendly or player expression friendly? I take the middle ground approach when it comes to, okay, do we want to nerf characters or do we want to buff the low tier characters and just leave the top tier characters unchanged? I feel like certain characters that are in the top tier, like how Cyrax, a cameo Cyrax was, I believe that that's too ridiculous to have in the game, even if you buffed the low tier characters or the low tier cameos. I do believe that you should probably tune up the top tier ones while also buffing the low tier characters. I do think that there's a healthy balance that you can make right there. But I do think that a lot of characters need some help. I do think Natara needs some help. I do think Cameo Shujinko needs some help. Frost is definitely one of them. We don't know where she really excels that and where she would actually fit in the meta of Mortal Kombat 1. She's kind of just there on her own. But I'm not too worried even after the patch, because although the patch did nerf a lot of characters and it focused on nerfing characters only, it did open up a lot of variety in the cameo use. I've seen a lot of people start to use other cameos that are not Cyrax. A lot of people are starting to shift over to Kung Lao, and Kung Lao is probably the best cameo right now. But I don't see Kung Lao being used in every single team up. Like he is definitely the most used and he's definitely the most strong, but I am seeing a lot more variety in the cameo roster right now. But in terms of the main roster, not really. I still feel like people are sticking with the top tiers, and that's fine. I mean, like, that's always going to happen in any fighting game. So I hope in the next update that Mortal Kombat 1 has is that it focuses on buffing. Maybe this patch was supposed to be the nerf patch, and the second patch, the second big balance patch, is going to be the buff patch. So I definitely am very excited to see something like that, because I do believe that this game could use that after taking a big hit with the nerf update. Now lastly, I want to talk about the monetization approach for this game, the store of this game. And you guys already know what I'm talking about, and this is mainly referring to the $10 or $12 fatality. So as of right now, there is currently a fatality that you can buy in the store with dragon crystals, and it costs $10 or $12 specifically. So if you were to look at the dragon crystals or how many dragon crystals you need, and if you don't have that many dragon crystals, you're looking at spending around $10 to $12 for a single fatality. On top of that, the skins that they sell, the most attractive skins that they sell, recently they put out the Deadly Alliance Scorpion and the Cannibal Killer Melina. Those were $10 each. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if there was a consistent and reliable and frequent way to unlock dragon crystals in Mortal Kombat 1. There are ways that you can do it, yes, but there aren't enough ways. Once you have basically unlocked all the dragon crystals that you can unlock, you're not going to have enough for future content that's going to be added into the premium store. You just simply won't, because there are not any avenues that you can take in Mortal Kombat 1 right now that would have you unlock those dragon crystals, or to earn those dragon crystals. So we're barely 2 months into the game, and 2 or 3 of the most attractive skins or content that is in the premium shop were the Deadly Alliance Scorpion, the Dia de los Muertos Sub-Zero or Scorpion, the Cannibal Killer Merlina, and the $12 Halloween Fatality. All of those were actually $10 or $12 equivalent in the store. So you spent $70 on a game and you had 4 items in the premium shop show up for around $40 total. You already spent over $100 on a game 2 months into its life, and you don't even have the combat pack characters. You just have 3 skins and a fatality. That is ridiculous. That is so insane, and I have not heard, because I don't believe there is any real justification for that to be in a game that is full price. Now, if this was a free-to-play game, that would make sense. I mean, Overwatch has ridiculous pricing for their skins and in their shop, but it's a free game. Who the fuck cares? Fortnite has expensive skins, but it's actually not that bad. But still, like, Fortnite has a lot of things that you can buy with the V-Bucks, but it's a free-to-play game. What needs to happen going forward is definitely a reduction in price for how much these things cost, or at the very least, give us new modes or new methods in the game to be able to earn dragon crystals frequently and consistently throughout the lifespan of the game. If I'm being real, guys, how are we really going to feel about the game 5 months in or a year in, and they have these $10 skins and these $12 finishers, these overpriced content in its store constantly showing up every 2 or 3 weeks? Are we really going to have a good look at the game 5 months or a year in when it has that kind of stuff? I don't think so. Now, do I think it's going to kill the game? Probably not, because what most people are going to judge the game by is its gameplay and how much fun they have playing the game. But I do believe that part of Mortal Kombat's charm and part of what people like about Mortal Kombat is the way the characters look. They want to have these skins. They want to play dress up with these characters and things like that. They want to be able to unlock content. They want more content to be put into their game on top of the very, very fun gameplay. And when you're charging your customers so much money for additional content, it is going to turn off a lot of people. It might actually kill the game. I don't really think it will, but it will turn people off, and I don't want to see that for the game. I want the best for this game going forward, and I do believe overall Mortal Kombat 1 is headed in the right direction. Despite my concerns about balance changes, I don't believe they're going to be nerfing characters all the time. Despite all the very, very unfun experiences I have with the online features of this game, we already see that Ed Boon says that these are the things that they're thinking about. A ping filter, crossplay, online rooms are going to be coming in. The only thing that really isn't looking good for the future is the monetization, is the premium store. We haven't heard anything from Ed Boon or NetherRealm saying, hey guys, we know you guys are concerned. We know you guys, feel this way about the premium store pricing and things like that. We're going to be adding a new mode, or we're going to be adding new features into the game that lets you earn dragon crystals. They haven't said anything about that. And if they don't, and if that's something that they're just going to be sticking with going forward, that's going to be the one killer for this game. But everything else seems to be going up. I do believe that Mortal Kombat 1 overall has nowhere to go but up. It's just that premium store thing, the monetization approach, is what's really bringing it down in my view. But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on Mortal Kombat 1 so far. Usually right now, a lot of people would be out of the honeymoon phase and people will start saying that the game is not fun to play, but I haven't really seen that. I don't think I've seen anybody say that at all. A lot of people still have fun playing this game. I still have fun playing this game. This game is a blast to play. They have definitely nailed down the gameplay aspect of the game. And right now, yeah, I definitely do enjoy the game. There is definitely a lot of flaws, but We know that NetherRealm is working on it. We know that NetherRealm is going to be updating this and trying to make this game better than what it already is, or better for the people that are not liking certain things about the game. Let me know what you guys think about Mortal Kombat 1 2 months in, and if you guys want to talk about it more, remember to join my Discord. The link is in the description below, but if you don't have Discord, that's okay. You can leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe for all things Mortal Kombat. I will see you guys in the next video.